Hey Caps fans, welcome into another edition of What's on Tap as the Capitals are set to face off against the United States National Team Development Program's U17 team here this evening. Last night the Capitals were on the road in Dubuque and they fell by a score of 6-2. Scoring for the Capitals in that game, Rainers Rollers and Jack Henry. The Capitals were unable to win that game. But luckily for the Capitals, they didn't lose any ground in the standings as Youngstown fell to Fargo last night by a score of 6-1 there. Cedar Rapids and Chicago both either did not play or lost at the same time. So the Capitals still come in 5 points clear of the playoff spot in Cedar Rapids in 7th place and just 6 points back of Youngstown, who sit in 4th place in the Eastern Conference. Of course, 4th place will host a home playoff series right away, right after the season. So be on the lookout if the Capitals win tonight, able to win next Thursday. They go into Youngstown with a chance to capture some more points and jump the Phantoms in that series as well. Meanwhile, the USNTDP U17s on the road last night in Green Bay fell by a score of 7-2. A little preview of tonight's matchup. It's our annual Wiener Dog races presented by our friends at Portillo's. In the first intermission, it'll be our qualification round, 3 heats, all trying to get into that second intermission championship race for the crown. Thanks to our friends at Portillo's. Bardstown Bourbon also a huge part of tonight's action as well. A couple new faces last week in the lineup for the Capitals. Mason Moe will return to the lineup tonight for Madison. He hasn't played since November 11th. Went to play high school hockey at Eden Prairie. Led his team in points there in returns for the Capitals here this evening. His first game back since November 11th when the Capitals fell to Des Moines in that contest by a score of 4-1. Has 8 games played this season for the Capitals, 1 assist in that time frame. This isn't the first time the Capitals have faced off against the U17s this season. Overall, against the NTDP, the Capitals 2-1 this year, sweeping the U18s in the 2 matchups against them. But it's the first of 4 matchups over the next 15 days between the Capitals and the U17 squad. The U17 squad got the better of the Capitals back in late October in overtime, a 1-0 victory in that one. So the USNTDP U17s 1-0 against the Capitals coming into this stretch. But the U17s only have 4 wins against USHL competition this season. The Capitals could really use some points against a team that hasn't really had much success in the USHL this season. You look up and down their lineup, a lot of talent just haven't put it together quite yet. And they have come into their own. They swept Chicago earlier in March, so you never know what can happen in a USHL series. You want to take care of business, though, win, as equipment manager Cam Batty told me earlier today. Puck drop for tonight's game scheduled for 7:05 p.m. right here at Bob Suiter's Capital Ice Arena. It's our annual Wiener Dog races presented by Portillo's, and tickets are still on sale at tickets.madcapshockey.com. If you can't make it out to tonight's game, follow along with the broadcaster on our social media. The broadcast on Flow Hockey and on Caps Radio on YouTube. Our social media is at Mad Caps Hockey as well. One last thing before we go Caps go.